Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Vivian, and this is not our first time with shipping containers, so just a quick update and some facts. I was watching a video, and I can't even remember the channel or who the guy was, but he said that shipping containers would rust, and it would be like a patina, and it wouldn't rust all the way through. It just added character. You didn't have to do anything to the exterior, that they were leaving at some sort of apartments or something. Anyway, they're going to leave it alone, and it just added to the ambiance of it, blah, blah, blah. That is so incorrect. You have to protect the roof. Let's see if this will pick it up. Let me go to move. There it is. See, can you see the light? The view screen showing a light in that hole. We only discovered it because we had some shelves over here when we went to move the shelves. It was empty, fortunately. It had water on it. So, and Kitty just wants to be petted, but I know he'll get overly excited and bite me. So, they do rust all the way through. This one looks like it's got a metal plate, another metal piece on top of this, because it looks like the hole's already gone through that. So we've been discussing what we're going to do to protect this roof until it's literally covered with another roof. It is, I think, in the 70s, and outside, I think it's in the upper 70s, and it is almost 90 in here. It's an oven. They are all shipping containers are less than 8 feet. Okay. I think just where the wood starts and ends is just a little over 7.5 feet. We're gonna run electrical in here. We're going to have a fan, definitely, to blow and circulate air. There is a vent in the door up here and down there. Now, I put these up all over the place. And if you can see this one here, just around the corner from where it was almost 90, it's not even 80 over here. That is just from this. And I believe there's some shade, some trees over here outside. So depending on how that shade is hitting, that makes a huge difference. Duh. You put metal out in the sun, it becomes hot. And it tries to transfer that heat. I know. So, and here's some other things. On this side, my husband didn't cut all the way to the top. These originally were going to be catty corner with about 8 feet offset. One container was going to be 8 foot in front of the other, while the other one was 8 foot behind it. He cut this out, and this side started collapsing, even though there wasn't really much weight, if any, over here. We had stuff on the ends. In the back parts, we didn't really have much. We had like bikes and stuff over here, I think. So that, I don't think the weight on that, but it had to be jacked up. We had a friend come in and do the welding. So you can see, and this needed to be raised up because that was gone. These, like I said, these are part of the structural integrity. They didn't wave them to make it look better. It wasn't. Definitely not for it to be more aerodynamic. It was to keep this structure, the integrity of the structure. We bought it knowing it had this hole, and they gave us a piece of roof that would match that. So you have the roof. You can't take one of these side pieces and put it up there. So all these little hooks, they're staying. I've seen people angle these out. So the exterior is going to get kind of earth shipped after we do a special coating or polymerizing or tarping or something, and have to get it to where the water, even if we put 3 feet of dirt above this, whatever amount you want to envision, water will still come down and get trapped on this roof. It's not supposed to, it does. So we need to change that so that water will run off and go away. Otherwise, we will continue to have that problem. And magnets. Get lots of magnets and use some. I may use that roll insulation, that foil silver looking stuff, and put some up with magnets inside just to experiment, because this is going to become a craft area for me to work in, not just to store my craft stuff. So I think shipping containers are underutilized. I'm hoping to actually get one and convert it into a tiny home, cottage or something for visitors when they come here. My husband and I like our house to ourselves now that we're finding. And goodness, what are they cackling about? In the other video, I'll explain what's going on with all this stuff. But shipping containers, I think, are great. And if you're near the coast, near a port city like us, we're not but 2 hours, less than 2 hours from Charleston, South Carolina, and that's a huge port. They've got containers wazoo, so these are really cheap. We can get a 40-foot shipping container for delivered around $4,000. I know that seems higher to y'all. It's a high top. A 20-footer is regular, not high top. A 20-footer is $3,000. For some reason, they cost more, and they're not the height of these. And a 20-footer high top is more than $4,000 because they have to be ordered new. You can't find those used. So there's some options. There's also 45-footers, and I've seen 58-footers. But 40-footers, 20-footers are the most common, and high tops make a huge difference, especially if you're going to insulate inside and you're going to bring that roof space down. So keep that in mind when you're doing a shipping container. But I think it's best to do what I would like to do is insulate the exterior, especially if it's not going to be moved again. Do the exterior, do the plumbing exterior, just bump it out, do the bathroom and kitchen out of the container, and don't mess with any of the stuff under here. I've seen people cut into it and do stuff, and I'm just like, I hope that they put other supports to compensate for that cutting, because I just don't, especially with this sagging, I don't know. I mean, this is a wide opening, so those are things to consider. I see people cut out these hooks. I plan on doing some hammocks and stuff in here. So things to consider, things we learned the hard way, things we're learning, and we're open to suggestions. If you got some ideas on how to waterproof this thing on the exterior, I would like to leave the interior alone. I like the way it looks. I don't have a problem with it. But if I was to cover it, I would do something like a shiplap or a faux shiplap or some sort of flooring and go up the walls with it. Not tiles, but the wood-looking floors, and go up the walls with that. So this is what's going on. Thanks for watching. Be a blessing and be blessed.